can't resist.
Nightmares for the next 2 to 3 weeks. State of the North guy. State of the North lad. State of the North fellow. State of the North dude. State of the North jester. State of the North person. State of the North bloke. State of the North learner. Is this a dream? What is the state of the North man? When is the state of the North man? Who is the state of the North man? Why is the state of the North man? Where is the state of the North man? Relica? The Fremennik province? Ferox enclave? Wilderness? Piscatoris? Mauritania?
So those kind of dreams are normal, right?
No!
You ever wake up after a night out wearing something you have no memory of getting? Just me? Alright. Welcome back, by the way. In the last episode, we completed Majorina 1 and 2 and unlocked some very useful spells for the account. This time, we're going to complete Dream Mentor and unlock some very useful spells for the account. Huh. Before I start the quest, there is one final gear upgrade I want to get. I know, I just spent an entire video prepping, and Flames of Zamorak is gonna burn these bosses to a crisp. But they do pack a punch, and now seems like a great time to rescue the rock shell that's been locked in my armor case since episode 11. To withdraw items from the costume room as a UIM, you need to complete the full set, so we're on the hunt for the remaining pieces, the gloves, the boots, and the helmet. Each item, or at least the component to make it, is a 1 in 64 from giant rock crabs, so this shouldn't take that I almost said it. I almost said this shouldn't take that long. I was one word away from going 1,000 dry. Good old Pet Rock, always here to help me out whenever I need him most. Is the door gonna... Oh, I have to open it. Was I expecting him to do it? How long has it been since we've killed these? Episode 8? It's been a little while. Let me catch you up on these guys. Giant rock crabs suck. Giant rock crabs are one of the few monsters in old school RuneScape that retreat when they get low on health. And when they do, they really like dragging you into another crab, which will then PJ you off of the low health one you were attacking, because most of this area is single combat. And to add insult to injury, waiting out the aggro timer isn't an option. Because then... you just can't do anything. But I think I actually just found my solution. There is a safe spot right next to the Rune Thronax doors, where a fleeing giant rock crab will often get itself stuck on this wall. Or that wall. Or on that other crab. Okay, it's not a foolproof strategy, but it should be good enough to work. And just like that, we've solved all of our problems. All of our giant rock crab woes are gone. I am at peace. Alright, one of these guys is at low health. Okay, it's not that one. Okay? Not that one either. Is it you? Yes, it is. You can't run from me. Nice try. You son of a... Is this the worst place in all of RuneScape? The boss is defeated. And as you can see, it was worth it. Actually, this wasn't intentional, but my aggro timer is up, and I've still got a bunch of awake crabs. Waiting the 10 minutes and then picking them off one by one might be a viable strategy. Excuse me, I was talking to you. It healed to full. This might actually be the worst place in all of RuneScape. I don't know. It's a tough call. Kinda jealous of people doing DKs. We'll get there one day. Why are you allowed to leave that room? What is happening here? I brought 1,000 casts and we have received 0 drops. Not gonna lie, kinda feel like a clown. Let's grab 2,000 more. No, we're not doing this again. I'm hopping worlds. I think I have the method down. I've marked the crab that spawns closest to the door, and I can safe spot it from here until it starts fleeing. And then it's no longer going to attack me, so we can run out here. Good luck getting away from me now. I'm finally feeling a little bit better about this, but I'd feel even better with a drop. I have no idea if that's a new one or not. That is the helmet. Nice. On the board. 2 pieces to go. Ooh, got the boots. Wow, we've gotten 0 duplicates. Why did I just say that? I'm about to get 6 dupes in a row. Black claws. These things have a wild drop table. Do I look intimidating? I don't think the hat's helping. Yo. Holy crap. I just logged in underneath a PKer. Wanna do DKs? Yeah, sounds good, man. I'll be ready in 6 months. I will be ready for Dagannoth Kings in 6 months. I said this on the 10th of May, 2021. Once we reach November, I will replay this clip, and we will see how accurate the prediction was. I think you'll be surprised. This guy kinda got away from me. I don't know how that happened. Oh my god. We got every piece. We got every piece with 0 duplicates. We do need 1 piece of Dagannoth hide to make the helmet. It really is my lucky day. Nope. 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 Gonna have to restock here. God, I look cool. Dagannoth hide, there we go. Skullgriman, the helmet store owner, made me a helmet.
There you go. Fine helm. You want another?
No thank you, Skullgriman. 1 is plenty.
No problem, Rakkal. What armor you want?
What? I said no.
As you wish.
And now we have a complete set of rock shell. This armor is fantastic. The helmet, plate body, and legs are actually better than their rune counterparts. They've got +10 ranged accuracy, for some reason. And the gloves and boots are leather. Yeah, they suck. Fortunately, when we have something better, we can just put them back in the case. They don't need to clog up the inventory every time we use the actual pieces of armor. 83 magic going through the rest of the mind runes. This is actually a great level. Once I complete Dream Mentor, I'll be able to use a wizard's mind bomb to boost for plank make, so we will have easy access to oak planks for future construction training. Although there are teak and mahogany trees on Etzeteria, unfortunately they don't provide resources, even if I was allowed to chop them. Besides that, there are a couple other things we need for the quest. Starting with cleaning this mess up. Nice and tidy. We also need 3 different types of food, around 20 pieces in total. Here are some sacks, which I will fill by completely destroying this man's garden. 1 pestle and mortar. Also need a goutweed, which as a skilled gamer, I always get on my first try. Don't look at my health. Hammer, astral rune, let's say 100 casts of Flames of Zamorak, and a few teleport runes just to speed this up a little. After what feels like an eternity of prep, we are finally ready for the quest. Dream Mentor, a quest about helping an adventurer who has gotten himself stuck in the Lunar Isle mine. Now, I've come down here a fair amount. Whenever I need an expeditious bracelet or a burning amulet, I run straight past this cave. I bet you I've run past this cave several dozen times in the last 6 months. This man is dead. Not crap, he's got a pulse. The fallen man has 3 stats we need to restore: health, spirit, and armament. Now, everyone knows to be healthy, you need to eat your veggies, which is why I immediately force feed him several pieces of raw produce until he cries out in pain. Now that he's awake, we can focus on increasing his spirit, which I did by giving him words of affirmation. And it worked. The man was able to sit up and tell me his name, cyrisus. Cyrisus? The official pronunciation is cyrisus. Maybe an RS3. I'm calling him cyrisus. I then realized I could click away from anything I said with no penalty, so I spent the next 5 minutes roasting the crap out of him. Cyrisus, you look how I feel. Tired and dirty. But eventually, after some somewhat difficult dialogue choices, I was able to get him back on his feet. He told me his story. He traveled from the frozen wastes in the wilderness to the pyramids of the desert and went to a patrol, dined with Czar. Yeah, dude. I go to the wilderness all the time. He can smith full rune. Okay, I get it. You're better than me at everything. Am I saving you here? Are you saving me? What's going on? Surely you're fine. Alright. And finally, we need to increase Cyrisus's armament by getting him some armor. What the hell is this place? This is a branch of the Bank of Gillinor. Why, you're the insolent fool who insulted my navigational skills. What? Accusing me of navigating in circles? Wait a minute, you're that guy? Your navigation was useless!
Behold the great adventurer Northern UIM. How the world would crumble without him.
Oh, the wit.
Better than yours.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, we've already done this bit. Give me the armor. Whoa. Wow. It's the same as a looting bag, except you can take stuff out whenever you want. The armor Cyrisus requests depends on your primary combat style. My greatest regret on this account, maybe in my entire life, is not having my combat level be mage-based, because then he'd look like this. Unfortunately, I have to give him the standard outfit that me and 98.2% of other melee-based players get. After a few more pieces of food and a bit more dating simulator, Cyrisus is at 100%, and he'll finally tell us why he's down here, his big secret. He's afraid of combat. This guy is afraid of combat. His legs turn to jelly. He's dripping with sweat. My hands start shaking. My pulse spikes to 200. I break out into a cold sweat, and I have nightmares for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Wait. The reason he came to Lunar Isle is to go through the ceremony to visit the Dreamland. I did that. They made me face myself. It was kind of weird. Yeah, we should go see the Oneiromancer. Hi. So, I found this guy in the Lunar Isle mine that I have a few things in common with. And he's been there for a few weeks or months or maybe longer, and it seems unlikely someone could have survived that long down there. So I feel like I might be hallucinating, or like maybe he's me from the future, or possibly the ritual we did is still going on and I'm still in the process of facing myself. He's here. Act normal. Hello. He's got the same voice as me. Alright, with the potion of shared dreaming, we can both go into the dreamland together and sort out our biggest issue. Why did she word it like that? Also, if we die in the dream, we die in real life. Let's make this potion. Smash an astral rune. I need to fill up this vial, and I'm going to want a full inventory of food. Oh, but I need my minigame teleport for Ferox. Ooh, wait, I know. Wait. This guy. What? Son of a bitch. 84 XP drops. That's the same as the Guam and the Marental vial from Lunar Diplomacy. I'm almost tempted to try leveling her. What am I saying? No, I'm not. You need to get a new goutweed every time. Stocked up on food. Money put away in the LMS coffer. Switch to normal spellbook. And here we go. The first boss is the Inadequacy. It hits like a truck, and also spawns these little doubt creatures that don't actually do much other than try to distract you.
You're all alone in this fight. Rock shell armor is ugly. Cyrisus is useless. You're using a blue skybox, which makes the Dreamland look really stupid.
Okay, so I'm supposed to get into melee distance since it's a ranged attack. Ow. This is the most difficult fight by far, and it certainly doesn't help that Cyrisus doesn't do anything until it's over.
You shall never get me!
Did he just restore my spec? Okay, took a little bit of a beating at the start, but overall not too bad. The second form is the Everlasting. It's got a lot of health and hits decently hard, but it only uses melee, so it can be safe spotted on the lectern. I got myself stuck. You can't run through him. I did the one thing I wasn't supposed to do. It's fine. We have plenty of food. In my defense, those doubts from earlier were really getting to my head. Oh yeah, that does look a lot better. Third form is the Untouchable. Yeah, if you run away. This form just kind of melted. I don't have much to say about it. And finally, the last form, we have the Giant Mole. Alright, any day now. Wait, can we have Cyrisus kill it? He gave me vengeance. I feel like that could be fun. Hit me. Hit me. Hit me! Oh, it's dead. Cyrisus has conquered his fear of combat, and I am almost 90% sure he's real. Quest completed. And he's gone. I'm knocking that number down to 75. And now the lamp is talking to me. Okay, is he real? Who is he? I have to know. Hey there. Where are you now?
Well, I thought I'd try out the wilderness.
Oh, I can see someone.
He's wearing some impressive armor.
You might want to be careful. Surely not.
Oh, look, there's another 2 of them coming to meet me. Whoa, take it easy. Hey, stop that.
That'll teach him. Huh. I still got a ways to go. With Dream Mentor completed, we have finished every quest I can do in the north. Except Olaf's quest. But I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care about Olaf's quest. Maybe if they ever give it a reward, I'll think about doing it. Anyway, we now have the rest of the Lunar Spellbook unlocked. Or as much of it as we're gonna get, at least. Of our new spells, I've already briefly touched on the usefulness of Plank Make, but the best spell on this list, for me, is Hunter Kit. I haven't put a single XP lamp into Hunter on this account, and this is why. We can start training this skill from level 1. Farewell, Zamorak staff. I'll probably see you again someday. I put the rock shell back in the armor case and broke the looting bag just to slip into something more comfortable. Next video is gonna focus a lot on Hunter, but I'm gonna get a few levels right now because there's something a little special I can finally do. We will be starting here with Polar Kebits. Gotcha. This might take a little while. That's level 2 Hunter, and we now have base level 2s on the account. Level 3 Hunter, and we now have base level 3s on the account. What? Huh. Level 11 Hunter, we can now catch cerulean twitches. Which means we can stop doing this. That is an easy fremennik task completed. Every single one of these tasks until now, I have done entirely by accident. But now that we've unlocked Hunter, we can finally finish the easy diary. Just one task remains, steal from the Keldegrim crafting or baker stall. Interestingly enough, I have 2,812 thieving XP, which is the exact number I got for completing the fremennik trials. I've literally never trained this skill. I'm playing this account lawful good. Ignore the cape I'm wearing of the god of chaos and destruction. That's the easy fremennik diary completed. And I'm being attacked. Let's get out of here. This is the only diary I can complete, but there are the Fremennik Sea Boots 1. Also, Pier the Seer can bank items. No, he can't. But my enchanted lyre can hold an extra charge if I ever get one of those again. And the price to permanently enchant a lyre has gone down from never in a million years to never in 800,000 years. So, there's a chance. The most interesting reward here are the boots. One of the quirks of being locked to the north instead of a more traditional area is that my world map is quite fragmented. Most of the time, I'm relying on teleports to move around, and if I run out of runes or use my minigame teleport poorly, I can actually get kind of stuck. The fremennik boots are a very nice convenience item as they're claimable from Purdue in the Ferox Enclave, and they can be used to travel to Relica once per day. They just give me another teleport in my toolbox. Anyway, thanks for listening to my TED Talk. That's 40 Herblore. We can now clean irrits. Next episode, we catch a lucky impling.